Hey everybody, Karen from Astral Spirit Guides. I hope you're doing well today. I'm back. It was really nice to take a little week off. We just stayed home, but we did a ton of organizing and projects that kind of hang over your head for a while. We got our passports renewed, all this kind of stuff, those little things. We switched insurance, all that kind of stuff. Anyway, so it's great to be back. I hope you're having an awesome week this week. So we today are talking about humanity's true history. Now, apparently most of you, because I did a poll on this, so most of you think we're missing a pretty big chunk of our history from what we've been taught. Okay, so I had asked in the poll that we do on the channel now almost every morning. I have to see if I'm going to take a little pause because I need to catch up because I was gone, right? So we'll see. I don't know. I just want to make sure I can get to all the polls doing the videos and asking the lead team your questions. So I did a poll that was, the question was, is there more to humanity's history and origins than we've been told? 94% of you said yes. 94% of you. 1% said no. So there are some people who feel like we've been told what the origins are. 3% said not sure, and 2% said other. Okay, we had a ton of comments. So there was 636 votes on that one. And again, 94% of the community who voted believes there's more to humanity's history and our origins. Okay, so digging into the questions, they took us from Atlantis to Lemuria to the Anunnaki, ET DNA, ancient civilizations, giants, resets, so different kind of resets that have gone on Earth, and whether some of our history has simply been lost or deliberately hidden. So today we're going to ask the lead team your questions regarding humanity's true history. Okay, so I have 18 questions. We had over 100 comments, but AI then goes and grabs them and puts them in an order for me and what questions make the most sense for this particular topic. And there were 2 personal questions as well that we'll be answering. The lead team will be answering. Okay, so let's go ahead and say the prayer. Just make sure we got good energy around us. So I close my aura to all but my higher self, the God consciousness, my guides, guardians, the lead team collective, and only those of the highest and purest light. And ask Archangel Michael to please protect my channel, your channel, our community, and the lead team collective, so it is all of the highest and purest light. At the same time, I will ask Archangel Michael to please escort any low energies out of and away from my vicinity, your vicinity, around the lead team collective, if there are any. I don't know if that's the case, but to send all the lower energies to the light. Amen. Okay, so lead team, how's it going? I think I will do the Law of Challenge today. I have not been chatting with them this week. So it's been probably 7 days since I picked up the dowsing rods. So in the name of Christ, are you of the highest and purest light? Yes, thank you. In the name of Christ, are you of the highest and purest light? Yes. In the name of Christ, are you of the highest and purest light? So if some of you are wondering about that, and they are saying yes. In Diana Cooper's I think it's 36, 37, I'm not exactly sure. But she has a book Well, we read it in our spirit, in the Spirit Circle, The Golden Future. She has another book though that's specifically on spiritual law. And one of the spiritual laws is the law of challenge, which is what I just did. And the law of challenge states that if you ask what I just did in the name of Christ, are you of the highest and purest light? That the spiritual law is that they have to tell you an honest answer if you ask it 3 times. And so I'm going with that. I like it. And they have one time said no. And then at that point, what I did, I haven't had it since then. Because, every day I basically ask Archangel Michael to please protect my area because I'm saying this prayer every day. So I just asked them to leave, that they did not have a right to be around here, and I asked them to go to the light, basically. So, okay. At the end of this video, I do have something from the post office, from the P.O. box that I'll be opening as well. Okay, so lead team. Hello. It's been a while. They took a little break from us too. They're like, finally a little break. Oh, I got a moth inside our screen. I gotta let it out. Okay, so lead team, that was a little squirrel moment I had. Lead team, we have got questions about our true history of humanity and our true origin of humanity. Do you have answers for us? Is there anything regarding this topic that you feel is off limits for us? No. Okay, very good. Okay, question number 1. Again, these are coming from you guys, okay? Does the history we're currently taught in schools around the world, let's say, not just in the US, but around the world, is that history leaving out major parts of humanity's actual history? Yes. Yes. Have Homo sapiens existed significantly longer than our current historical timeline suggests? Yes. We are reading a book in the Spirit Circle, and I just got to a section where they're channeling an ascended master. And I think it's an ascended master, or is it an archangel? I think it's an ascended master. But they're talking about how long, so the person who's asking the questions, or the person who's channeling, asking how long she had been on Earth. And I'm pretty sure, if I remember correctly, it was 1.5 billion years. Now, she actually started off as a rock. So I'm like, okay, as consciousness, just as consciousness, not as like a soul, but as part of her higher self's consciousness spent time as a rock. So I thought that was interesting. Yeah, anyways, so 1.5 billion years since this person doing the interview with this ascended master has been on Earth. So, were there advanced human civilizations on Earth long before the civilizations recognized by mainstream history? Yes. So would you consider us the most advanced civilization that has ever lived on Earth? No. Okay. It's fascinating. Did Atlantis actually exist as a physical civilization on Earth? Yes. Yes, it did. Did Lemuria actually exist as a physical civilization on Earth? Yes. Did another advanced civilization known as MU, exist before Atlantis and Lemuria? I've never even heard of that. Yes. Wow, I've never heard of that. So just MU. Okay, has anybody else heard about that? So yes. Wow. Well, obviously the person who asked the question. Okay, has humanity gone through multiple major civilizations that were largely destroyed and essentially forced to begin again? This is what I'm a little concerned about. Yes. Didn't Atlantis, we could do a whole nother session on Atlantis. I'm pretty sure we did one already, but we could do another one if you guys have more questions. I'll do a poll on Atlantis at some point then. Was it okay? So they were more technically advanced than we are right now, correct? Yes. And did they lose their way with the technology? Is that what made them go extinct? Yes. Is that are we on track? Is that on the timeline that we're on for current humanity? No. Okay. So, did we learn enough back from those civilizations that we won't let that happen again? Yes. Okay. So, we are expected to continue evolving towards the light in a loving way, regardless of technology. We won't destroy our current civilization. So they were saying, yes, you're going to keep evolving, and no, you're not going to destroy your current civilization. Well, thank goodness for that. Okay, interesting. Yes, they said. Thank goodness for that, and they said yes. Thank goodness for that. All right. Now, would you consider us more evolved than what they were during Lemuria and Atlantis? Wow, yes. It's kind of hard to believe, isn't it? But it is a little hard for me to believe that. I don't know why. I think I've always thought of them back then, if I ever thought of Atlantis at all, was more mystical. Like there might, like there would probably be unicorns living there, that type of thing. So that's interesting, but we're more evolved now. That's fascinating. So good job, you guys. Click. Our whole soul family, good job. Good job. Because there's definitely soul families living on Earth that are not doing a very good job. And we know who those are. And I just had this conversation yesterday. Well, it depends on when this is posted, but with the playground level of the spirit circle. And about I'm assuming soul family. I got to ask now. So the group that's involved with like MK Ultra, and I know this is going off in a different direction. I'll probably do a post on this at some point and probably have a conversation, but I need to ask this really quick. So the group that's involved with like MK Ultra and the 13 families, let's say, and then also I think you told us they were reptilian. Yes. Okay. Those, and not only that, but some of the other horror stories that we hear about people who basically worship Satan, that kind of stuff. That has to do, MK Ultra is kind of tied into that. Is that a soul family that keeps reincarnating and dealing with karma among themselves? Yes. Okay. I was kind of wondering that. And I'm kind of relieved, actually, to not be a part of that soul family. But we need to help that soul family in terms of like sending love and light to them, right? As much as possible. Because they're stuck in this loop of evilness, and probably coming back and back trying to get out of it. So anyways, that's a whole nother conversation, right? Okay, let's see. So yeah, let me know in the comments if you guys want to. I'll do a poll on like MK Ultra, and that there's several different topics in there that we could do just to kind of ask the lead team about these things. Okay, where was I? Has extraterrestrial or non-human beings played a significant role in the development of Homo sapiens? Yes. Because I think we are the extraterrestrials. And so is that correct, lead team? So we are the extraterrestrials who created the planet to come down and have a different experience. Is that correct? That's kind of my understanding now, just from other conversations. So yes. Okay. Was human DNA intentionally modified by non-human beings at some point in our ancient history? Yes. Does modern human DNA contain genetic contributions from multiple extraterrestrial species? I suppose I should say allegedly and entertainment purposes only, right? Yes. Yes. Okay. Interesting. Were the Anunnaki involved in the creation or genetic modification of modern humans? Yes, let me break that down. Were the Anunnaki involved in the creation of modern humans? Yes. Were they also involved in the genetic modification? That doesn't sound nice, but if they were involved in the creation of it, then yes. Okay. Were humans originally created or modified, at least partly, to serve as workers for another species? Yes. Okay, so was that the whole reason? Why would we create that? And why would we, meaning our soul family here, why would we help create that to come down and have that experience? That doesn't make any sense to me. So was that the original intent? Was that our intent to have that experience? No. Okay. So I think I've heard, was the Anunnaki, was that their intent? Yes. Okay. Huh. That brings up a lot of questions. So were we coming to Earth to have this 3D experience? Did we know the Anunnaki was doing this when we chose to come to Earth? We probably did, yeah. Yes, we did. And we chose to come anyways. Yes. Is that just part of the Earth experience? Like, no. Okay. Was it part of the Earth experiment? No. The Earth Experiment is actually the book we're reading right now in the Spirit Circle. So it's called The Earth Experiment. Okay. So I don't know if I know enough about this to keep asking clarifying questions. So if you have additional questions, stick them in the comments, okay? Have some of humanity's natural abilities been intentionally suppressed through genetic modification? Yes. Yes. Okay. Beyond our amnesia that we accept when we are born onto this earth, we accept that we're going to forget where we really come from, correct? Yes. Okay. So were the natural abilities that were suppressed through genetic manipulation, was that more than we had intended? Yes. Okay. Interesting. Did beings from outside Earth assist humans in creating some of the ancient structures that we still don't fully understand today? Yes. Did giants or unusually large humanoid beings once physically live alongside humans on Earth? Yes. Very cool. Have important discoveries about humanity's ancient history been intentionally kept from the public? Yes, it has. Will discovery be made within the next 10 years that significantly change our understanding of humanity's origins? Yes. Is there something about humanity's true history that, once understood, will fundamentally change how we understand who we are today? Yes. Wow. Okay. So we have a couple personal questions here. This one comes from Casey. Have I actually, so lead team, can you tap into this member of the community by the first name of Casey? I'm assuming it's the first name. It's interesting because this is the first time AI ran this and put people's names next to the personal questions. So before she was just telling me, she wasn't telling me who they were. So hopefully people, well, you guys ask them in the community, so I'm sure you're fine, but then at least you'll know who's asking. Okay, so Casey, this is for you. So Casey wants to know, lead team, have I actually been astro visiting a hub in the Golden City? What? Okay, what? Yes, apparently you have. What Golden City are we referring to, Casey? Okay, very cool. Okay, Rainbow Dragon Mystic wants to know, lead team, so please tap in. Was the ET encounter I experienced in college a real physical encounter? Oh, yes. I was going to say, were you just drinking a little too much, or since it was in college, you know. Yes. Yes, it was. Oh no. What do you think about that? Okay, let's open something from the P.O. box. Let's see what I got. I forgot to bring a pair of scissors, so I had to start opening to make sure I could get it open while I was sitting here still. Let's see. Oh, who is this from? It's from Anthony. Cool. It's Anthony from the Ask the Spirit Guides community. Saw this and thought you would enjoy. Thanks for being part of my day. Aw, thank you, Anthony. I listen while I work as a housekeeper. That is awesome. Love you and love to your family, from Anthony. Aw, that's so sweet. Let's see. Oh, it's got a little sticker on. It says, thank you. Have a nice day. That's adorable. That's from the company. Okay, let's see. It's a it's a coffee mug. Add to my collection, right? Oh, funny. Oh my gosh, that is so funny. Look at him. Oh, that is so cute, Anthony. I love that so much. Look at how cute that is, you guys. Thank you, Anthony. I will be having coffee with Karen with that. So that is so hilarious. Thank you. Thank you. All right, you guys, I will see you in the next episode. I hope this was interesting. It actually, I think I have more questions now than I did before. So, all right, you guys, take care. See you tomorrow. Bye-bye.